our toes touch the sea. I hope you hating, get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
And now, please welcome your New Orleans Saints.
On one sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach. His guy's more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And we're underway in Caesar Superdome. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
That one's complete, right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Blown back, it's the handoff. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
There he is on third and short. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Saints are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading this offense out, already one of their faces in just his first season. This rookie from Notre Dame.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate, but the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Complete out to the right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Giants are set to punt. Peterson waiting for it. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he spins right by him. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This New Orleans offense ready up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They'll run here on 1st down. There's a lane past the 45. And they haul him to the ground there. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's able to manage a couple on that run. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the end route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. That one's complete over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's going to go down. Great work on the Saints. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Complete left side to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He's driving some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now comes their punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He'll get it at the 9. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
47.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Handoff now out of the gun. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
38-yard line.
They'll go play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Goal to go, they're passing. This one's caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 20-zip lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Giants nothing.
is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here comes the Saints offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Back to throw now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. All the left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Giants offense all set to get started. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Well into this 1st half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column. Because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense. Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll throw to start the drive. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Keeps himself upright. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Saints grow their lead yet again. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
On play action with Dart. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll throw to begin this drive. We've got a screen to the running back. This one gets to the 22. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
2 yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. Their first. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Pass play coming here. Complete over the middle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. They're going play action. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Throwing on seconds. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Trying to work quickly now.
A 1-yard gain brings up.
Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout.
1st and 10.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
Check.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taylor. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And this is the visiting team's quarterback, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Armadillos bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And here is the running back. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is the Niners wideout. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Niners get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. That kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Cut out left. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead.
Giants nothing.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. New set of downs from the 37. Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Deep, wide and quick there, and they bring it to the turf. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Saints into the dime for this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. So out now comes the punter. And he's been one of the players of this game. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Smash! Smash! Here we go!
Give now to the running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, that was his quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first, or maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, here's Dart. Gets him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Darts out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Completed over the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. I'm just going to go out on a limb, Parker, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 from the 43.
Go! Hawk, set, smack, go!
Now give left side. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready, ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
This gets the first and more. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
So they're in danger, going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Running back sent in motion. On first down, here's Dart. That's Robinson on the slant. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action with Dart. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Darts back to throw. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing on third. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
He fields it cleanly. That'll be the first and more. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return.
And they're on 45-yard line.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hauled in left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
That one's complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
42-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down at the 30. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints close to beginning the year 4-0. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. He's going to throw this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Hand off to the back. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Now here comes the New York offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Complete out to the right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Giants.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. Here he goes. One final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the Saints. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means, as they move to 4-0 on the year.